Chinese zodiac, sheep. Chinese zodiac sheep, personality traits. Zodiac of the Chinese people, sheep is an exceptionally accommodating individual. With a deep affection for tranquility and a strong inclination to satisfy all. Deeply ingrained within sheep is the misconception that they are incapable of providing for their own needs. This is a concealed issue. The sheep, which is also referred to as the goat or ram, has no desire to break new territory. They prefer to remain in comfortable, familiar environments where the norms are well understood. Although they may be intrigued by novel concepts, they will inevitably fail to venture beyond the familiar territory. Due to their lack of respectable fortitude, the opinions and positions of those born under the Chinese sheep zodiac sign tend to be influenced by external pressures and ultimately waver. Sheep have a propensity to reside in the realm of their imagination, where they reign supreme. Nonetheless, they are extremely grounded in reality and are well aware of what is feasible and what is not. The rams are not the opposite in that they are governed by their temperament. This causes them to feel emotionally volatile on an ongoing basis and to be extraordinarily incapable of retaining their emotions. Nonetheless, this very fluidity sustains their profound emotional connection to others. Chinese sheep zodiac sign, strengths. Profoundly empathetic, the Chinese sheep sign is acutely attuned to the feelings of others. Therefore, they have gained a reputation for perceiving the emotional distress of others and acting as a conduit to restore a measure of rationality. By their very nature, they are exceptionally delicate and will continue to be polite, submissive, and kind. When engaging with the sheep zodiac, one will do so in an honest and forthright manner. They recognize and accept their own imperfections and vulnerabilities. They are most likely the most trustworthy individual with whom you will interact. Additionally, sheep are highly intuitive. When an individual imparts an intuition to you, it is advisable to give it considerable contemplation. Chinese goat zodiac sign, weaknesses. Inconsistency is the primary weakness of the Chinese goat zodiac sign. Not independently existing, it originates from nothing. Their preponderance of naivete and hopelessness constitutes their greatest obstacle. Sheep consider it the responsibility of society to provide for their welfare. As a consequence, a degree of animosity develops towards them. It is common knowledge that the world does not care about us. Consequently, those born during the sheep years are susceptible to tension and conflict. They are vulnerable to the effects of alcohol, narcotics, and every vice that exists in the world. As a result, they frequently commit acts of total self-destruction by succumbing to their vices. Chinese zodiac sheep, career. Sheep is exceptionally adept at identifying duties that afford him the opportunity to partake in those pursuits that bring him the greatest joy. His connection to the trajectories of aesthetics, the intricate dynamics of color, and the precise contours of art is profound. Sheep find tranquility in environments devoid of other individuals to appease or whose viewpoints do not require conformity. His works of art are exquisite, and he is capable of composing with sentimentality and romance. Sheep's profound intuition may direct him toward a profession in the esoteric, spirituality, telepathy, astrology, and even divination. Chinese ram as a boss. Zodiac of the Chinese people. Unsurprisingly, sheep is under no circumstances an effective leader. Due to their extreme naivete, lack of determination, and lack of resolve. Sheep are completely incapable of serving in any capacity that requires them to assume control. Bosses are inevitably required to interact with individuals and conduct business, aspects that the sheep is not well suited to manage. The Chinese sheep is a rare sign that can effectively assume a leadership role, and that is only in the medical field. In this situation, their empathy can be an undeniable asset. Nevertheless, they would be more effectively adapted to be present among the patients on the floor as opposed to supervising a group of physicians. Chinese sheep as a county worker. Their empathy and intuition allow them to avoid causing unnecessary drama in the workplace, making them a fantastic coworker. They are occasionally unguided and undisciplined. Put your trust in them to protect you when you are in a precarious situation. When faced with the need to make a decision or take a position, they will almost certainly retreat within themselves. They will communicate to each party precisely what they desire to hear. Although they might be coerced into assuming a leadership role, you can be certain they would not persist in doing so if it were not mandatory. Chinese zodiac sign sheep, money. According to sheep astrology, the goats will advance very little, if anything, for the sole purpose of financial gain. Rather than being motivated by material prosperity or expansion, sheep is preoccupied with his spirituality and profound inner being. Occasionally, as sheep ascends the railroads, he will encounter fortunate financial circumstances. Indeed, a physician earns a considerable amount of money while performing his profession. Although sheep may achieve financial success, it will never be his top priority. Dating a Chinese zodiac sheep. A sheep's Chinese horoscope reveals a profound connection to romantic relationships and courting. They are romantic and possess a certain Don Juan-like quality. Consequently, they have amassed an immense number of romantic conquests. Sheep is incapable of remorse for her flirtatious nature and has no idea what it means to demonstrate fidelity. They are capable of exhibiting excruciating fickleness when the conditions are favorable. They are occasionally extremely unpredictable. The followers of the sheep are uncertain as to what course of action they should pursue next. Their one instance of determination occurs when they reach the conclusion of a relationship. It concludes when the sheep declare it to be so. Chinese zodiac sheep, love. The characteristics of the sheep indicate that they are profoundly imaginative lovers who engage in combat with ferocity. Rarely do new romantic experiences motivate the ram more than anything else, and they hold nothing genuinely taboo. As such, you can anticipate being led to locations where you would not have anticipated to arrive by means of sheep. When it comes to love, sheep are positively insatiable, and they enjoy themselves immensely while pursuing their passion. A Chinese zodiac sheep is exceptionally conscientious with regard to personal sanitation. Maintain your cleanliness, or they will begin to look elsewhere. Years of the sheep. February 5, 1943 to January 24, 1944. January 24, 1955 to February 11, 1956. February 9, 1967 to January 29, 1968. January 28, 1979 to February 15, 1980. February 15, 1991 to February 3, 1992. February 1, 2003 to January 21, 2004. February 19, 2015 to February 7, 2016. February 6, 2027 to January 25, 2028. January 24, 2039 to February 11, 2040. Chinese horoscope and numerological associations. Western zodiac. The corresponding zodiac sign for the sheep is Cancer. Earthly branch of birth year. Wei is the branch for the ram. Chinese elements. 2. Earth, is associated with the Chinese goat. Yin, yang orientation. The ram orientation is yin. Lucky herbs. Carnation, primrose, Alice flower are lucky for the sheep sign. Lucky direction. South is the lucky goat direction. Lucky season. Summer is fortunate for the sheep people. Lucky colors. Green, red, purple are lucky sheep colors. Unlucky colors. Gold, brown are unlucky for the Chinese ram. Lucky numbers. Numbers auspicious for the Chinese zodiac sheep are 3, 4, 9. Unlucky numbers. Numbers not auspicious for the Chinese sheep are 6, 7, 8. Chinese astrology sheep compatibility. Rabbit, horse, pig make excellent companions for the Chinese zodiac sheep sign. Ox, dog make bad lovers.